My first or second real outing out for Team USA this summer. It was the 4th of July. We're playing against Chinese Taipei, and we're representing America. And that was right after my mom passed away. There's obviously a lot of emotion out on the mound. I wanted to really set the tone right away. I went up there. I think I was a little antsy first batter, and the guy went up there and hit a double off me.
My mom always lived with passion and purpose. Everything that she did, she put her heart behind, and that really resonated in how she lived her life.
She was just a fun-loving person who enjoyed being with people.
She was a principal and an educator for years. A lot of my friends went to school when she was a principal, and they all tell me to this day, like, your mom was my favorite principal. And this is before she passed.
She was so excited to wake up each morning and really put her heart behind every single thing that she did. It could have been as simple as walking the dog or changing something in the school system.
One of my friends in high school, my football team, his family got evicted out of their house, and he had nowhere to stay. And my mom just went out of her way and said, hey, why don't you come stay with us for a couple days. We'll feed you, we'll take care of you, we'll get you to school in time. Whatever you need, we'll do it. We'll get you some clothes if you need it, and you can get a hold of your parents when you get to our place and just let them know you're safe and you're with us. And but that's really the type of person she is.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was in 4th grade.
At the age of 4, when my mom was first diagnosed with cancer, I really didn't have a clear understanding for what was going on. I just knew mom was sick.
I remember we were scheduled to go on a skiing trip with some friends of ours at Mammoth Mountain. And she got the results of the test the day that we were scheduled to leave. And they confirmed that it was cancerous. So you can imagine the impact that has on the person and the families. We tried to determine whether it made sense to continue on and go skiing or not, or if we should just stay back and think about what to do next. But this is kind of how we do things. We went skiing.
That's kind of the way it's been. My mom's cancer, even at that moment and for the 14 years after, yeah, I might have cancer, but I'm not gonna let cancer define me.
Her focus and her attention throughout all of this was making sure that we had a good family situation and that the kids were gonna be okay. And she continuously reinforced the fact that she was a fighter and would battle through this. And I think that gave the kids and myself a lot of hope.
My mom, when she was in the hospital, through her last few days, I actually got invited to play for Team USA this summer. And that was one of my goals. I talked to my mom last year about this. I said, Mom, one of my goals is to make Team USA this summer. That's where the best baseball players are. I want to go play international. I want to go play Cuba and Japan and all these awesome places. And she said, okay, that's your goal. Like, let's work hard and make it happen. She's always there to support me, no matter what. Next day, I go, see my mom again, and the first thing she says to me is, you're going to play for Team USA this summer. And I go, I don't know, Mom, like, we'll talk about it later. I think I should stay here with the family. I just want to be with the family. Like, it's not that big of a deal. She goes, no, James, like, this is what you've worked for. You can't give up now. Like, you're on the right path. You need to go play for Team USA. Because she knew that was one of my goals. And I think that's just really, she knew her life was on the line, and she was putting herself aside for me, which just says a lot. My first or second real outing out for Team USA this summer, I gave up that first double, and it was right away, panic button. Maybe, am I good enough to be here? Do I deserve to be on the mound right now? What's, things running through your head. And I had to slow the game down. So, I had to step off the rubber, find a focal point. And for me, my focal point is where my mom would sit in every single one of my games. That's what I look at when I need to get a good breath and relax. So that's what I did. And I knew, I was like, this is my chance. Like, this has got to answer back now. I got to do what my mom would do. So right away, selling it like I'm going to make a pitch, pick the guy off, and ended up getting an out, and that was kind of a momentum changer for the rest of the game.
James Kaprielian took the mound for the Stars and Stripes, and from the start of the game, it was clear that Chinese Taipei was not going to have a good day at the plate. Kaprielian struck out 12 batters in his 6 innings of work, and as a whole, Team USA combined for 15 Ks in the game. Final score on Independence Day from Durham, USA 2, Chinese Taipei 0.